On first down, it's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones.
He's got Bellinger.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Daniel Bellinger.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room here to run. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper from 6 yards away.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Parkey with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. 7-7, our score after 1. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Parkey adds the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. And that run massive. massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond?
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up.
The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Gano's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage. And
that's into a crowd and intercepted.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Now, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Nifty move.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be out right at the 35.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Let's go. Time right.
They'll run it right side with Haskins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Haskins trying to pick it up.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Monty Rice, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
To try again after the sack, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 42 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jones on third down. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Dividing room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
Pass complete. On the crossing route, this is Hooper. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 22.
Man, 206 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up